Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for the 29th of April, Monday. Make sure you watch my previous video. Let's get ready for the week ahead, April 29th to May 3rd. It'll be attached at the end of this video. If you need to know what earnings are coming out, we go through the economic information. We go through some of the markets and some of the action that happened last week, and that's all on the Let's Get Ready for the Week Ahead video. That'll be attached once again at the end of this video. So let's go ahead and get into the first stock for the video, ACB, Aurora Cannabis. I'm going to keep my eye on this name. Some of the pot stocks were moving up on Friday. We had CGC. I'll show you those charts in a moment. HEXO was moving up. So IGC even got patent news on IGC. That stock was moving up. We actually traded this in the service on Friday. So ACB, it's been very quiet here. It's flagging, holding up, basing. Really not doing much of anything. This is the one Nelson Peltz is involved with. So if we can get this stock back over 915, 920, could get interesting here. Could be a little bit of a laggard pausing after that move up, after that Nelson Peltz news. So that'll remain on watch. I have to say, I know not too many small stocks. And when I make these videos, I try to make them, some small, some large stocks. But here's one that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. A smaller price, lower priced name, ACRX. You see it's turning up here. Nice consistent buying in the name. 3 million shares came into this on ACRX. Has that $4 area up ahead. Keep an eye on that one. AMRN now. Notice the yellow box up here. You have earnings coming out on May 1st on AMRN. Was bouncing Friday, maybe a little bit of an earnings push coming up here. The 50 SMA is right up ahead at 1942. So keep an eye on this one over 1950. Could get a nice pop intraday in AMRN, starting to curl back up. AVXL volume over 500,000 shares. That's not too bad. The highs on Friday on this name, AVXL. It's a biotech name. The high was 324, so maybe 325, 330 area for this one, AVXL. So I'll have that one on watch. Bank American. So this one is slowly starting to get up over that $30 area gradually. It is holding on to the 10 here. The banking sector looked a little bit better this week. The XLF was up. You had Citigroup moving up. JP Morgan is flagging here. Even WFC was getting some buying. Now that one is, if you like the laggards in the group or bottoms up, you may want to keep an eye on WFC. But I'm going to keep my eye on Bank America and also Morgan Stanley kind of flagging here, right? You can see kind of that consolidation going on. Maybe that 48.05 spot for Morgan Stanley. Bigger names, but in the banking sector. Let's check out some regionals. Zion, the regionals were getting some buying also. Here's a Zion. How many times has this hit the 200 SMA from below? 200 SMA right now on Zion is at 48.81. So maybe if we get that break of 49 bucks on Zion, could be another one to watch. I haven't looked at H-band, so I'll do it now live with you. H-band still remains under the 200 SMA. I think I like Zion a bit better here for maybe possibly making a move. So keep an eye on Zion. BlackBerry BB, the new symbol, right, for BlackBerry. 926 on this name, maybe gets another move up. Now we do have that 20 SMA up ahead at 933. So if you want to wait for it to clear that area on BlackBerry, it's been quiet. We had that earnings gap up, a little bit of a slide down here, but we are holding up above 9 at the moment. Volume about 4 million shares on this name. Box is another name I'll be watching, battling with this 50 SMA. 50 SMA currently at 2047, maybe 2055 on BOX. This 1.2 million shares came into this one. We'll take a quick look at the weekly. For the week, it was up nicely, a nice push, getting back above the 10 SMA on the weekly for Box. Another name, CGC just broke out on Friday. We actually called this in the service, told everybody watch this one over that 49 break. We've been talking about it on the videos last week. So there's your 49 break. Now you have that $50 number up ahead. A recent high was 51.81 on this name. The high on Friday, 50.43. So watch that reclaim of $50. CLF, even though most of the sector steel sector is not doing very well. AKS Steel has earnings coming out on Monday. This one, if it can ever get back above that 1025, 1030 spot for CLF. Now, like I said, the steels are not doing very well. AKS has earnings Monday, like I just said. And then US Steel, not much going on. STLD, not much going on there. So, but Cliffs trying to move up. So we'll see on that one. Cronus Group, another cannabis names, right? Starting to maybe recurl, turn back up here on this name. The high on Friday was 1740. Volume over almost 6 million shares, trying to get back above the 20 SMA on Cronus Group. It's been holding that 16 area. So maybe we get a move in that one on CROM. So we'll keep it on watch. Maybe a possible swing trade, intraday trading in that one. As you know, my service, we do day trading and intraday trading. So I'll be watching it both ways. CTRM, this Castor Maritime, I'm not really in love with this. 700,000 shares. You see all the fits and starts, but it was popping a little bit on Friday. Broke $8 was RBZ. Now the RBZ. Now the chart doesn't look very good here. If you go to a lower time frame, it's trying to turn back up here on the 15-minute chart. You have 725 up ahead for RBZ. So, I'll have it on watch, but it's a very fickle trader, RBZ. Another name is CZR. Let me go back to my daily chart here. So CZR, all the casino names have really been doing much better. Win, we talked about this one on the break of 146 on the videos last week. You're up here now at 149. LVS is starting to curl back up on LVS. You had the high here of 68.40. You closed at 67.86, so keep that one on watch. Showing a strong chart pattern here. MGM also turning back up. The highs on Friday on MGM 28.51, so maybe over that 28.55 area for MGM. Possible swing trade in this name if you are a swing trader. FET, small little oil stock. Now, oil got hit on Friday. President Trump and the API numbers came out with a build. The EIA, I believe, was a build last week in the oil numbers. But FET was popping, and 3 million shares came into this name. And the high was $6.40. So if we can recapture the highs on this FET, or maybe try it at around the break of 6.25, depending on how it sets up on FET. HEXO, like we said, the cannabis names, this HEXO, very strong, coming up to the $8 area, very strong candle on Friday, right? Buyers were in control from the open till the close. Look at this volume that came in, almost 14 million shares on HEXO. Let's look at it on the weekly chart. Yeah, we're breaking out to all-time highs here on HEXO, so keep that one on watch. Obviously, you would like a little bit of a pullback to maybe, and you'd want it to hold above this $7 area, maybe like 695, 690. So keep an eye on that. IGC, like we said, they had patent news. We traded this in the service on Friday. Over 10 million shares came into IGC. So there'll be a lot of eyes on this one. Maybe it has to settle back down a little bit. As far as the IPOs, JMIA trying to get up over that 41 spot on JMIA. Nice movement movement on Friday. Strong IPO. Lyft also starting to turn the corner, trying to hold this $55 area. The 10 SMA on Lyft is at $58.27. So if they can get it back over the 10 SMA on Lyft, keep an eye on that. MOBL, big pop. Buyers were in total control on Friday. Software application space, so it's in that hot space, hot sector. Almost 3 million shares on MOBL. Keep an eye on that one. Obviously, would like a pullback, red to green type of move, but I would keep this one on watch for the rest of the week. Also, NBEV, pulled back here. It had news with Walmart. It is holding the 10 SMA, but we want to see this one start to turn back up. So NBEV will be on watch. Nike, a bigger name over here. The high was 88.94, so maybe over that 89 spot for Nike. Earnings are not until June on this one. PVTL in the software space, 2150. Looks like if that gets taken out, we could get a move up. Volume on this one, about 800,000 shares, more of a swing trade type of an idea. QD has a 675, 677 area on QD. I believe this is a China name. Pulled back to where the 10 SMA hit and held it a couple of times here. So watching this QD, QHC. Now I don't expect you to watch all these stocks. I'm trying to give you different ideas. A lot of different type of folks watch my videos, but you have the 50 SMA right here up above. We came up to it once before. The high back here was 188. We're at 174. Maybe 195, 190 or so on QHC, trying to turn the corner. Now, it's a stock that's been trending down, but now starting to curl back up. SMAR, SMAR, $42 area. Keep an eye on that one. Volume about 900,000 shares. Down here below, you see the MACD starting to turn back up a little bit. The histogram is starting to pop back up a little bit. So keep an eye on this SMAR software application space. SunPower, right? Flagging here, holding up above the 20 SMA. High on this name was 766, 775, maybe enough to get SunPower going. The solar stocks have been moving up. Was strong on Friday. Not a huge move, but once again, that $2 area, trying to turn the corner up ahead on TENX. Tiger IPO popping up here on Friday. Didn't catch this one on Friday. 1745, so 1755 could be a nice position entry in this one. Obviously, we'd like a pullback, maybe like a pullback below VWAP, then it recaptures VWAP early on. So we'll keep an eye on Tiger. Twitter flagging. Here's your gap up on the earnings, holding that $37 area, holding the 5 EMA, maybe back over $39. The high was $39.34, so maybe $39.40 or so, and then maybe it might give us that $40 break on TWTR. Voight, after this big pop last week, pulled back, held the 10 SMA here, held above 13, and they popped it off of that. So keep this VOIT on watch, and volume was expanding on Friday. Consumer electronics, keep an eye on that. ZIOP also kind of curling back up here, has that big $5 area to get above. The high back here was 461, so maybe over that 461 you might get a continuation move. Just be aware, though, it has had a nice run from about $2 up to about this 450 level for ZIOP. After hours actually closed strong on Friday. Let's go ahead and check over here with ZS, also in the software infrastructure sector, $67, and then there's a high back here of $69. MACD is turning back up. The RSI holding above the 50 spot here. Like we said, the high on Friday, 67.70 on Friday, and then we had a previous high over here of $69. So maybe back over 67.50 or so for Zscaler, volume 1.2 million shares. All right, so this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. This is your stock watch list for Monday. Some of these stocks you could keep on watch kind of for the next few days or for the week. Each night we do a video, stocks to watch. So we'll be back at it with another video Monday for Tuesday. Tuesday. If you'd like to try my service, it's zozostockwatch.com. If for $30 for new subscribers, you could be in my service for 1 month. Come in and check us out and see if you like our service. And this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Have a very good day trading.